Welcome to Kari's Conscious Living. Are you ready to meditate with Kari? Make sure that you're laying down, you're comfortable, snug and warm, and ready to listen to a story. Relax your body and get still as you can. Heidi, Cherry, and Vaya were having a discussion. It was a Friday morning and they were talking about babysitters. Babysitters. Their owners had told them that they were going away in just a few hours. They were going to spend all day Friday and all day Friday night and then come home Saturday afternoon. That was a long time without them and they needed a babysitter. Heidi was not happy. I don't understand why we would need a babysitter. We can take care of ourselves. I'm not a baby and I don't like it, said Heidi. Vaya said, "Me like babies. Me think babies are very nice." Heidi said, "No, you don't understand. We're not having a baby to come and watch us. We're having a babysitter. That means somebody is going to come and sit with us as if we are the babies." Vaya said, "Me like babies. Me like sitting. Me okay with it. Me like both of those things." Heidi just tutted, blew and looked the other way. Cherry said, "Well, I have an idea. What if the babysitter is Jesus?" Heidi said, "What? What are you talking about?" Cherry said, No, listen. What if it's Jesus? Because Jesus said that he was going to watch over me all the time. So if someone is going to come and watch us, then I bet it's Jesus. Who said, when? What? Said Heidi. What? When did Jesus say he was going to watch over you? When I met him. I met Jesus. I think that's very unlikely, said Heidi. How did you meet Jesus? Well, you remember that time when I was choking? I was choking on that carrot, remember? And it got stuck in my throat and I couldn't breathe. And I was choking and you did that high-me flicky-licky thing on me. And the carrot flew out. And then I was okay, you remember? Heidi said, yes. Well, then, I met Jesus then. There was like this time where it was like no time. And even though it was only a few seconds that I was choking, I was actually gone for ages in my mind. Did I never tell you? Heidi said, no. What happened? Cherry said, well, it was like, it was all white. Everything was white. And then there was like this big white light in front of me. And it felt really nice. And it was warm. And I wanted to go to it. And it kept going, come here, Cherry. Come here, Cherry. So I went over to the white light. And in the white light, there was this big smiley face. And it had a beard and really, really nice eyes. And it said it was Jesus. When? What did you say? Said Heidi. Well, I said, hello. Where am I? And Jesus said, don't worry, Cherry. Everything's going to be okay. But where am I? Said Cherry. Jesus said, it's okay. You're in a very special place. A place where good people go and good animals go. Well, lots of people come to heaven. All different types of people. I'm in heaven? Said Cherry. Does that mean I'm like, oh no, did I die? Jesus said, well, not really. You're just in like a bubble of time where possibly you could come and be in heaven, and possibly you could go back and be down on earth. Oh my goodness! What do I do? What do I do? Said Cherry. Jesus said, well, the most important thing that you should know is that while you're down there on earth, it's good to be kind. Be kind as you possibly can every day. Try and be a good cat and be kind. And know that I will be watching over you and I'll be with you all the time. That's what Jesus said, Cherry said to Heidi. So, I bet you any money at all, that Jesus is our babysitter. Heidi said, wow, that's quite an intense experience, Cherry. How come you never told me about it? And I doubt very much that it's going to be Jesus. I actually think our owners mentioned that it was Devon, and Devon lives 5 doors up in the apartment block, and he's 17 and he's nice, but still, I don't think we need him, and I definitely don't think it's going to be Jesus. Said Cherry. That's what I think to that. Because I would like to see Jesus again, because he had a really, really nice face. And he was really sweet. And he smiled really nicely. Well, let's see what Devon's like, shall we? Devon came. They heard a knock on the door. It was Devon. The owners got their bags together. They talked to him for a while, told him a few things about the cat food, what the cats like to do, all of that stuff. And then the owners left, and they were left alone with Devon. Heidi was pouting a little bit. She didn't say anything to him at all. Cherry said, you look a little bit like Jesus, but not very much. But Jesus, no, you don't look like Jesus at all. But my name's Cherry. What should we do? What should we do today? Should we do something fun? Because I like fun things. I like to ride horses. I like to skydive. I like to do bubble blowing. I like to eat cupcakes. I like unicorns. And she went on and on and on for a while. And Devon was very nice. He smiled and listened. And then Vaya said, me like babies, but me don't think you're a baby. Devon said, nope. No, I'm not a baby. But, my little dudettes, you have choices. Today is going to be rad. It's going to be rad because you and me. And I'm cool and rad. And we can either do a day of skating and ripping up some serious cool moves on my skateboard, or we can hit the beach, hit the gnarly waves, and do some surfing. What do you want to do? Cherry said, me surf. Vaya copied, me surf. Heidi said, I've never surfed and I don't think it's a very good idea. When have you ever seen cats on surfboards? She was still pouting. She really didn't like the idea of having a babysitter. Devon said, Dudette, chill out. It's gonna be awesome. You'll see. We'll rip some waves. We'll do some cool things. It'll be totally psyched. Heidi really didn't like Devon. She just looked at him as if to say, well, whatever. Cherry, on the other hand, thought he was awesome. He loaded up the car, put the cats in the car, put the boards on top of his car, strapped them down, and they hit the road and went to the beach. When they got to the beach, Devon talked to them about some of the things and some of the rules and things that you need to practice when you start surfing. It was a lovely day. The sun was bright, and Devon said, "The waves are totally sweet, man," which apparently meant it was good waves for surfing, and they were going to have a really good time. Devon took Heidi and Cherry out into the ocean. Vaya decided that she wanted to build a sandcastle on her surfboard. She was wearing her tiara, and she wanted a castle for her princesses. So Devon let her stay on the beach and build a sandcastle on her surfboard while Heidi and Cherry hit the waves. Heidi was a natural surfer. She was so good at it. And I mean, she was, as Devon would say, far out, dudes! You're totally awesome! You're shredding the waves! You're rocking it, babe! So awesome! Heidi was loving it. She was like just absolutely natural. She kept hitting wave after wave after wave, riding them for the longest time. Oh my gosh, she was absolutely beside herself how much she liked it surfing. Cherry, on the other hand, could barely stand on the surfboard. The two things were not happening. Balance, water, surfing, and Cherry did not mix. Cherry was not happy. That's what I think to this. This surfing thing is not totally awesome. Totally awesome. It's something like skydiving. Surfing is, well, it's... She was not happy. She kept trying over and over and over again, and she was totally being shredded up by the waves, as Devon would say. Do that! Just flow with it. Let your mind connect to the waves. Be one with the ocean, dude. Come on, Cherry. You can do it. Cherry could not do it. Heidi could do it. And she was totally doing it. At one point, she rode a wave over to Devon and said, "That wave was tubular," as she went past. They played out in the ocean for quite some time. Vaya was happy playing on the beach. She built the bestest sandcastle you've ever seen. It was as big as a surfboard, and it had all different layers. She found different shells on the beach and made it look like it had windows. It was very fancy. "Me like my sandcastle. Me have at least 7 princesses living in my castle," said Vaya. They had a really good time at the beach, even though Cherry didn't learn how to surf. She did finally, at the end, get the hang of boogie boarding, where she would just ride the board on her tummy and hit the waves at the little ones by the shore. And she really liked, was that boogie boarding? Is it boogie boarding or is it body? I don't know. But Cherry was good at that. They had such a good time. They packed up the surfboards. Devon drove them home. They said, "Shaka, shaka, dudes," to the waves as they left. When they got back, they were all really, really hungry, so they ate an enormous dinner and then settled down on their beds. It was time for them to rest and relax. Devon liked to meditate. You wouldn't think it, would you? A surfer dude that liked to meditate, especially a 17-year-old surfer dude, but he did. He sat with the cats down on the floor and he played some relaxing music. He taught them how to sit up straight, put their paws on their little knees, close their eyes, and start to relax, just breathing in and breathing out. Focus on your breath, dudettes, said Devon. They breathed in and breathed out, and everyone started to chill out, dudettes. They got so chilled that they laid down. Devon laid down on the floor in Savasana with his arms out to the sides, his hands up facing the ceiling. He told them to start to relax their bodies. Feel as if they were floating on a cloud. Let their world start to fly by. Just let your feet get heavy, dudettes. Let yourself just feel as if you're on a floating cloud. Or you can think that you're riding the waves, up and down, up and down. Before long, the cats were totally riding the waves. In Cherry's dreams, she was fantastic at surfing. She was in a surf competition and she was winning. She had at one point an 8-foot wave that was totally tubular, dudes. Heidi was dreaming about swimming down deep in the ocean and catching fish, big, juicy fish. And Vaya was living in her castle. She had a pink tiara on and a wand with a pink ribbon on the end that she was waving all over. And every time she waved it, magical sparkling princess dust flew all over the castle. And everywhere it landed, something turned pink, as pink was Vaya's favoritist colour in the world. They slept so good that night, and their owners were home before they even realized it, and they decided, especially Heidi, that having a babysitter wasn't so bad after all, especially when it's someone as cool as Devon. The end. Now, how cool is that?